Students, I am Mrs. Shabnur Nawaz, a PGT Computer Science from Holy Hearts Education Academy, Raipur, Chhattisgarh. Today I am here to take the classes of class 12th students, and as we have already started the chapter networking, that is unit number 2, and we have gone through the various topics in the previous sessions, and today we will go further with the network concept chapter. The chapter contains about the various networking devices, the various network topologies, the various network types, and many more things. So today we will go through the various topics. So here students, you can see here today we will go to the topic computer networks unit number 2, and the topic that today we'll cover in this session is network type, its topologies, the various devices and the protocols used. Types of computer networks. We can see here there are 4 various types that we will be considering today: LAN, MAN, WAN and PAN. As we have already read all these topics in our previous classes, LAN means local area network, MAN means metropolitan area network, WAN is wide area network and PAN is personal area network. To start with PAN basically covers 10 meters distance. The best example is the Bluetooth device. Hence, PAN is personal area network, which is basically used for the personal use. Next is LAN, local area network, which basically covers the campus and an office. MAN, which covers city, and the WAN, which covers a country. Next, moving towards the network topologies. Here are various topologies of networks. The basic topology that we have already read from the previous classes is the point-to-point network, where two computers are basically connected to each other. Next we can see here is the bus topology. Bus topology is also called as linear topology. This linear topology in which the terminal is already linked in between and all the basic nodes are connected to that particular terminal and the data is transferred towards that particular terminal. Next we can see here is the ring topology. In the ring topology, all the computers are connected to one another, and hence it also has it is also known as circular topology. It has various advantages like it contains about short cable length, and we can say about that it is best suitable for the optical fibers, and along with it also has few disadvantages like the difficulty if arises is very much difficult to be diagnosed that where actually the fault is. And then we can say that the node failure, if one particular node is failed, the whole network is failed or considered to be failed, and hence the last we can say consider the disadvantages. The network reconfiguration is very much difficult in the case of ring topology. Next, if we move towards the star topology, we can see here that the star topology, the server is in between and all the other nodes are directly connected to the server. Hence it has various advantages like one device per connection. We can say that one device per connection is required here, and it provides us the ease of services and the centralized control or the problem diagnosis is available here. And we can say the simple access protocol is available here in the case of star topology. Along with few advantages, it also has few disadvantages like it requires a long cable length and it's very difficult to expand. And we can say that the central node dependency is the basic problem over here in the star topology. Hence, as the server is in the center, and if that particular central node is damaged or is in a particular problem, then all the different nodes which are directly connected to it again moves on to a problem. Hence, we can say that the central node dependency is the basic problem of star topology. Next, moving towards the mesh topology, we can say here mesh, from the name itself it is understood that each node here is connected to more than one node to provide an alternative route in case the host is either down or too much busy, we can say here. Next is the tree topology. By the name itself it is very much clear. Tree topology means the central node to whom all the different nodes are connected is the root element, or we can say the root node. The root node is further distributed to the child nodes and then the subchild nodes. Hence, that is the particular formation of, hence we can say it is a tree topology. Next is hybrid topology. Hybrid, by the name itself it is understood. Hybrid means the combination of all the different topologies is the hybrid topology. Next we can say network devices. Network devices is modem, RJ45, hub, switch, routers, repeater, bridge, and the gateway. In all these things, I think the basic devices that we have already studied and used is modem and RJ45. But still, I will give you a brief introduction about the modem. Modem, as we all know, that is a computer peripheral that allows us to connect and communicate with other computer networks via telephone lines. Hence, modem works on modulation and demodulation. By the name itself, we can understand that. There are basically two types of modem, internal and external. We all know that. Next is RJ45. The RJ45, as we all know, that it stands for registered jack 45, and it is an 8-wire connector which is commonly used to connect the computers on a LAN, or we can say that especially as an Ethernet. This is RJ45, and next all the other devices we'll study in detail. First we can say hub. Hub and switch basically works on the same criteria, and they both are usually same but works on different ways. The hub is basically known as a dumb postman, and the switch is also called the switch is known as a smart postman. As the name identifies, hub as a dumb postman means it does not knows the proper destination where to move the packet, where the packet is of which node. So it moves on each and every node which is connected to that particular network, and then it asks to the node that is that particular data packet is yours, and hence it forms the network difficulty, or we can say that traffic jam. And in the case of switch is a smart postman. So smart postman means it knows that where the particular data packet has to be sent, or what is the particular destination of that particular packet. So it moves that particular packet to that particular node where it needs to be transferred. It does not take the packet to each and every node connected to the particular path. So the smart postman is switch and the dumb postman is hub. काम दोनों का सेम है, but the way of working is different for hub and switch both. Next we can if we move towards router. Router, we can say here that router is basically a network device that is used to separate the different segments in the network to improve the performance and the reliability. So we can say here that router works basically like a bridge, but it handles different protocols. Next, if we move towards, is a repeater. Repeater means it regenerates the signal. In basically about 100 meters, the signal starts losing and breaking up. So if we place the repeater over there, the work of repeater is to regenerate the signals. The signals are regenerated and then moved on further for the further use. Next, if we move on, bridge. Bridge is again a network device that establishes an intelligent connection between two LANs and with the same standard but with a different type of cables. Next is gateway. A gateway is a network device that connects dissimilar networks. It establishes an intelligent connection between a local network and an external network with completely different structures. So these are the basic network devices that we have dealt through. Next topic is the protocols. Here are the basic 8 protocols, and other than that we have studied a lot more protocols, but basically we'll focus on these 8 protocols here. The first is hypertext transfer protocol, that is HTTP. We have already studied it from since class 8th, I hope. Now this HTTP protocol is hypertext transfer protocol, which is basically used in each and everything whatever we do or whatever we perform in the network or in an internet. If we simply wants to send a mail to our friend, then also the HTTP protocol is in background is used. Similarly, this HTTP protocol is not only working alone in the network. There are lots of protocols that work along with HTTP protocol. So here if we deal in detail for about different protocols like FTP, TCP/IP, all the protocols work together to simply send a mail from a sender to the destination. So the HTTP again comes in two forms, HTTP and HTTPS. The hypertext transfer protocol is HTTP, and the hypertext transfer protocol secure is HTTPS, which basically represents security purpose. Next is FTP. FTP stands for file transfer protocol. The file transfer protocol again is used basically to exchange the files across the internet, and a lot more. It works in combination with different other types of protocols. Next is TCP/IP, transmission control protocol, and the internet protocol. These basically are the two different protocols, but they work together, hence are named together as TCP/IP. The TCP, actually the work of TCP is it breaks the data packet, or we can say the data whatever we send, it break that data into small packets, and these small packets are then transmitted, are allotted a specified serial number and are transmitted from a sender to a recipient. And the IP protocol takes care of it that the data is properly transferred from the sender to the recipient, and then at the recipient end again the TCP moves on with all the packets, with all the serial numbers of packets, and combines it and form the original data which have been sent from the sender to the recipient. Next is SLIP and PPP. SLIP is serial line internet protocol and PPP is point to point protocol. By the name itself, it is understood that SLIP is in case of SLIP, it is the first protocol for relaying the IP packets over the dial-up lines. Similarly, the PPP protocol, it again is based on the transmission of IP packet but over the serial lines. Next, if we deal with is SMTP. SMTP means simple mail transfer protocol. By the name itself, it is understood that it is used to transfer the mails from the sender to the recipient. Again, in the previous, I have already mentioned in the previous points like FTP, HTTP, TCP/IP, that they also work on the same process. And similarly, SMTP is again a protocol which is used to transfer the mails from the sender to the recipient. And in mail, you can either say set data, audios, videos, or anything, whatever we transmit from the data to the sender to the recipient. Next is IRC. The full form of IRC is Internet Relay Chat, and we can say here it is simple text-based conferencing protocol which involves number of users spread across a number of interconnected servers. Similarly, next is H323 and SIP. These two are basically the video conferencing protocols. SIP stands for Session Initiation Protocol, and if we go in detail towards this particular protocol, we can see here H323 is a standard that specifies the components, protocols and the procedures that provides multimedia communication services, real-time audios, videos, data communication over the packet-based networks and a lot more. Similarly, the SIP protocol, that is Session Initiation Protocol, it is an IP telephony signaling protocol used to establish, modify and terminate the VoIP telephone calls. Now the question arises, what is VoIP? VoIP is again a protocol basically used for video conferencing, that the full form is Voice over Internet Protocol. It is a technology that enables the video communication over the internet through the compression of voice into the data packets that can be efficiently transmitted over the data networks and then converted back to the voice at the other end. So here we move on with all the protocols in details. So here this particular session is completed with all the basic types of network, all the topologies, all the network devices, and here is the assignment what you need to perform in your notes copies. That is, you have to prepare notes on each topics that we have covered today in this session, and next is you have to explain each of the protocols that have been mentioned in the session that I have verbally explained you all. You need to mention all the protocols in your notes copy with the proper format, which will be checked when the school opens. So students, here we have gone to the end of this particular session. I hope you all understand all the topics covered today. So you have to complete your assignments, see the whole video, listen it carefully. If you face any doubts, write in your copies, and when the school reopens, we'll surely discuss with the further doubts. By that time, be safe, be at home and complete all your assignments given. Thank you.